Alright, to turn myself into a flying superhero, I first need to find a good background. So in Google Images, I just typed in New York and make sure I was searching for large files. And there's a lot of good choices in here, but I had to select a couple things. I wanted to make sure the lighting was right, so a nighttime picture wouldn't quite work unless I did a lot of adjustments to myself. So instead I wanted to find one kind of during the daytime with plenty of room up in the sky. So I like this one. It looks really high above the city. Remember, when you copy the picture, you don't want to copy this small preview. You want to go to View Image, nice and large, and then I can just copy it and go to Photoshop and paste it. Control V. We're going to resize it a little bit larger, and click Check. I completely covered up myself, so I need to bring my layer above the layer of the city. And to do that, you try to drag it up there, and if it doesn't work, it means it's part of the background and it's actually locked. To fix that, you just right click on it, and you go to Layer from Background, and click OK. Now I can actually move myself on top of the city. Now when I do that, I cover up the city with all this white from my picture. So I'm just going to use the magic wand, click on the white, and hit Delete. And now we're starting to kind of get myself into this scene. Control D to let go of all that. Next thing I need to do is actually rotate myself so it looks like I'm flying. You can do that by putting your mouse in the little dot, or actually I believe any of the sides, and you can kind of rotate yourself. I need to probably resize a little bit too, a little large. And now the main problem with this is that when I took the picture, I was looking forward, but now that I rotate myself, it looks like I'm looking down. So if I was actually flying through the sky, I think I'd be looking forward to see where I was going. So that's going to take a little bit of work, but it's not too hard. If you have this same problem, use the select box, and I'm going to drag a box around my head and my arm. I'm going to do Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And now I have a new layer up here, layer 2, which is just my head and my arm. But I actually want to rotate it more. So I'm going to put it about where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to rotate, just like I rotated my whole body, and rotate it a little bit so I'm looking a little more forward. And then again, move it, kind of set it on there about where it should go. It's a little bit better. Maybe I might even do a little more rotating. So I'm kind of looking forward as I'm flying. Now, I need to get rid of my arm and my head from behind there. So I'm going to go back to layer 0 and use the eraser tool. I want to erase all of this arm and head that was there when I started. This is going to leave a little bit of cleanup down here. So I can go to my new layer and I can erase off this little bit of the shirt that's sticking kind of straight down. And we try to adjust the sleeve a little bit. And that was actually a pretty easy fix. I'm sure it looks a little bit wrinkled down there, but it's not a big deal.